We're a school up in Kilcock called Scoil Dara. We're passionate about bringing Lámh language into all primary schools across Ireland to create a more inclusive environment for those who are non-verbal. Saoirse Elliott, a student at Scoil Dara in Kilcock, and also her teacher, Melissa Hickey, are with me on the line. And Saoirse, we might start off with you, and the most basic question that you'll have to answer for us is, what is Lámh language?
Lámh language is used with people who might not be non-verbal or might not be able to communicate through spoken language or don't feel comfortable speaking the word.
Okay. Go ahead.
When you're doing the sign, you also have to say the word out loud so they can understand. So
it's not sign language, is it? It's a more different version of Lámh language then?
It's a lot less complex than sign language. It's like there's 500 signs and it's evolving to have more signs to make it easier for people to communicate.
And you believe that by promoting the use of Lámh language you can create a more supportive and understanding environment for all non-verbal children in Ireland. Is it being used in schools at the moment?
In some schools, yes, but not like compulsory.
Right, and as part of your project, you want to bring it into more schools, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Melissa Hickey is also on the line, a teacher with Scoil Dara in Kilcock. Melissa, tell us about your role and a little bit more about what the students are hoping to do up in Kilcock.
So the class I have are called Young Social Innovators, and they have to do a project for the year. So I have 26 transition year students. So part of the project is they have to focus on a social issue that really matters to them. So they chose inclusivity, and they really focus in on communication because everybody has a right to be able to communicate. So they decided that they were going to focus on Lámh language because we have some students that are non-verbal in Scoil Dara, and we want to be able to include them. Like, I know something as simple as just saying hello and using the sign for hello, it can just change a student's day, you know. So yeah, in the end, what we hope to achieve is we've made posters with like 20 basic signs for schools. And this is all the students now, this is not me. We've made leaflets, we've made posters for shops, and we want to get Lámh language out into the community as much as possible. And we want to, Saoirse actually has sent loads of letters out to TDs, including, who did you send them out to? Liam Radcliffe and everything?
Norma Foley and the President, Michael D. Higgins.
And what was in the letter?
Just saying about how we wanted to roll it out in all primary and secondary schools across Ireland, how it like promotes inclusivity, which is our main goal. And we really think it should be rolled out. Even if it was in primary schools, when you're taught from a young age in schools, it would benefit people so much more, and it could be constantly refreshed. That everyone has the right to communicate with others, even if it's not through the traditional spoken language. Everyone deserves to be included.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. Did you get any response from those TDs then? Have they come back to you?
Yeah, we got a letter from Michael D. Higgins' secretary, and we're waiting for a second letter to see when we can, or if we can meet him.
Yeah, because I think it is, Melissa?
Oh, sorry, we're going to, obviously Simon Harris is our new Taoiseach, so we're going to write a personal letter to him because we know how involved he is with As I Am, so we know he's aware of all Lámh language already. So that's our next big thing that we're going to do, isn't it, Saoirse?
Yeah.
And then hopefully you're going to encourage more schools to adopt this approach and create a more inclusive and welcoming environment for all schools. And I remember, Melissa, just aside from this, we had you on the programme last year where you had, was it a dog in the school that was promoting?
Vigo. Yeah.
Tell us about him.
He is doing absolutely great. He's in the office with us now. We heard his name being called there. He's the most fantastic mascot for the school. He is the biggest asset we have. The way he comes into classes, his first handler is the vice principal, so he kind of is based in her office. But if there's any students that have any problems during the day or upset, or some students might have anxiety, like, he is just he's brilliant. He goes straight over, head on the lap, and he almost like takes it off them, and he allows like conversation to happen. They don't feel nervous talking to Miss Ward or anything about what's happened, because like he's just brilliant. And even just walking down the corridor with him, the smile he puts on everybody's face. What do you think of him, Saoirse?
Oh, he's brilliant. You see people who might be like a bit stressed talking to Miss Ward, but the dog would like calm them down, being able to like rub him, being able to like another comfort level.
Yeah, I think it's a very progressive school is what I gather from Scoil Dara in Kilcock. Very inclusive as well, and you're doing great work up there from the students, principals, staff, and I know parents as well getting involved too. We wish you the best of luck with your Lámh language project, and maybe come back to us later on in the year. Let us know how you're getting on and whether or not you get a response from those TDs. Again, to remind you, Lámh language, a manual sign system used by children and adults with intellectual disabilities and communication needs in Ireland. And Saoirse Elliott and her class, YSI, Young Social Innovators class, hoping to broaden the discussion around Lámh language and bring it into other schools as well. So thanks to Saoirse for taking our call, and to teacher Melissa Hickey as well. Good morning to you both.